Assalamu alaikum. This is C programming lecture number 6, and this lecture talk about how to use the switch statement, how to use the while loops. As I told you, the switch statement can be used as an equivalent statement to if statement. And this is exercise number 1. Write C program to input letter marks of n subjects n given by user. Then find and print the percentage grade range for each one. The letter grade are according to the following. If the percentage grade more than or equal to 90%, the grade will be A. If the percentage greater than or equal to 80 but less than 90, the grade will be B, and so on. And this is just sample of the program. So now we have to declare the variable n as integer. So integer n as example. Then we have to print message to user to enter please enter number of subjects. Say it is n, then go to next line, outside semicolon to end the line, then scan the value entered by user, which is %d for integers, outside the quotation comma, and go to address of n, outside semicolon. Now we have the value of n. We want to ask user to enter the grade for the first subject. As you see here, we are talking about the switch statement, not if. This is the first. Second, we just know how to enter the grades and save them in one variable. We didn't take arrays yet, so we have just one option to use one variable for all the grades. So let us go back to here to the start, integer n, and say that float grade. Remember that this variable will hold all grades. That means the second grade will delete the first, and the third will delete the second. Each grade will delete the previous value, because we don't know how to use arrays yet. Later on, I will teach you how to use arrays and solve kind of these problems. Now, we want to ask user to enter the first grade, second grade, third grade, and so on. So we need a counter. Say that the counter is integer, say I as example. Then let us make it for just one subject, and I will come back again and repeat it to do for the second subject, third subject, fourth subject. But let me ask user to enter the first subject. So we have to say that print a message, please enter. Let's say that we want the first, second to say first, second, third. Okay, so let us reserve a space for an integer which is represent the counter value. The counter value initially is 0 now by default. If you wish, you can keep it 0, or you can say it is equal to 1 initially, like this. No problem. So please enter subject. I want to say 1, 2, 3. So I will reserve a space for integer, then grade. Then go to next line, outside the quotation. We want to get this value, this number. It is from the counter value, which is I. And remember that the initial value of I is 1, outside semicolon. Then we want to scan scan the value. So Control C, Control V, scan the value of the grade, which is float, and save it inside the grade variable. Now we have the first grade. Now we want to check this grade. Now, using switch statement, we have to use an integer value to switch on integer value. But the problem here, we have the grade, and the grade is a float, and it is the letter grade. It depends on a range, not in a certain value. So we can't use we can't use switch statement directly. We have to use if first to indicate which range this grade, in which range this grade. So let me declare an integer called grade range, or range. Now we have to say that if the grade greater than or equal to 90, okay, that means the range equal to 1. And range here are capital because language is case sensitive, programming language. So range equal 1. Now else if again, Control C, Control V, grade greater than or equal 80, the range will be equal to and actually it's supposed that I should write grade greater than or equal 80 and at the same time the grade should be less than 90. But because if the order here is correct, 90 is first, surely the compiler will not go from this if to else if the first one is true. So never mind, keep it like this. But remember that if the order is not correct, you should write here grade greater than or equal 80 and at the same time the grade less than 90. But because I will write the order, I will write them in correct order, no problem, keep it like this. And same, Control C, Control V again for next range 70. So the range will be 3. And again, Control V, this will be 60. The range equal 4. And here, Control V again. This should be 50. Should be 50, yes, 50. It should be percentage greater than or equal 40. Sorry, 40. 40. This range equal 3. Range equal 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, it should be the last case, which is the range. So I will write else without if statement, the range equal 6. Okay? Now finally, we want to check the grade itself in which range. We checked them using if, we checked it using the if else statement. Now we know what is the range. If the range is 1, that means the grade is A. We want to print the grade. So we'll print message that as example, subject number 1, number 2, number 3. So reserve space for integer. Subject number 1 grade is, now we write A, then go to next line, outside semicolon. Like this. And remember this, I did this one for just the first grade. run the program. There is a connection problem. I don't know what's wrong. I changed the compiler because the C compiler, online C compiler, there is a connection with server problem. So I changed to the Shide, same program as you see. Now we have to run the program. Please enter number of subjects. Say number of subjects is 2. Please enter subject 1 grade. Say it is 95. The grade should be A. The program is correct, but we forgot to enter the variable name here, to write the variable name. From where we will get this number? It is from the counter value I. Now run the program again. Please enter number of subjects, say 2. Grade number 1, say 95. See, subject number 1 grade is A. Now this program run for just 1 grade. Now how we can run for next grade and next grade and next grade until reach the n value? We have to use loops. And for today lecture, we learn together how to use while loop for 4 loops later on, inshallah. Now we want to write the loop. As I told you, I will use the while loop. So we want to repeat the same thing, but surely we don't want to repeat asking user for n. So we will start here. While we have different methods. One of the methods we can use infinite loop, like while 1. This will work for infinity. This is the start of the loop, and here is the end of the loop. It's better to align commands like this, so I will use tab. Keep this. This is inside. This is for else if. This is inside the else if. This is for the else if. This is for the else if. This is the inside, like this. So all of these inside the while loop now. This is the start of the while loop. This is the end of the while loop. It will repeat it how many times? It will repeat it continuously. So when we will stop if the counter value reach n. So we can write here after this one if the I value become greater than n, what we will do, we will break the loop. As I told you, it will break the loop. So this break inside the if statement, and this if statement belongs to this while loop. That means if this condition is true, break will be executed and it will break the loop. So the flow of the program come from here directly to here, and then we can print here also. To show you the end of the program, we can print here end. Go to next line. This is one of the methods. Also we can write here, instead of make it infinite loop, make it finite loop by writing while I less than or equal to n. Keep doing this. In this case we have to remove the if statement and break. No need for the break. Like this. You can use this one or that one, it's up to you. Run the program. As you see in the run, please enter number of subjects. Say that 3 subjects only. Please enter subject number 1 grade. Say 96. Grade, subject number 1 grade is A. Please enter subject number, this is just 1. Again, the counter value is still the same, equal 1. That means we forgot to update the counter value somewhere. So initially it's 1, 1 is less than n, yes, continue here. Then after the final print we can write I++, and as I told you, I++ it's equivalent to I equal I plus 1 to update the counter by 1. Now let me stop the program and run the program again. Please enter number of subjects. Number of subjects is 3. Subject number 1 grade, it's 85. As example, it should be B. Oh, we forgot to change also the message. Let me stop and go back again. We should learn from our errors or mistakes. As you see in here, print subject number 1 grade is A. And this is another mistake also here, guys, because the range, we have not one range, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 range. Again, we have to use now switch statement, but on the range value, not on the if, not on the grade value, on the range value. Now, this is conditional statement. This is conditional result. That means if the range is equal to 1, it should be A. If the range is equal to 2, it should be B. But again, this example or this exercise designed to use switch. So we have to use switch here. So switch, we use switch statement. Switch using which value on the range. This is the start of the switch. This is the end of the switch. And inside the switch we have cases. We can write case, the range value equal to 1, double dot like this. We can print like this, guys. We can print A. And then break. Break, is it essential or not? It depends on how you want your program to run. In my program, if the case, the range equal to 1, I want to print A and I don't want to go to next cases, so break. If you want to keep cases, that means run the case number 1 followed by 2 followed by 3 and 4 and 5th, so on. Remove the break if it's necessary. But in our case here, no need to go from case 1 to 2, because if the case is true, the others will be false. So again, we can copy paste, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. As you see here, case 2, actually this is not case number 2. This means case, this variable or this equation value equal to 2, subject is B. And same thing, V, Ctrl V, case the range value equal 3, the subject grade will be A, B, C. And again, Ctrl V, case the range value equal to 4, the subject grade is D. Again, Ctrl V, 5, the subject grade is C, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, and the last case, C, this is fifth, the last case, we can use default, or we can use case. We can use this one, guys. Okay, case the value equal to 6, do the following, break, and this one should be grade F. Okay, or because this is the last one, and if it's not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, it should be 6. We can, instead of this one, guys, write default. Default. That means this is like the else in if statement, the last case, the default case. Now you can run the program and see. Now please enter number of subjects. Say that number of subjects is 4. Please enter subject number 1. See, this is 55th. So 55 is, it should be grade 55, yes, grade E. Enter subject number 2, say that 77 here, it should be C, yes. And this is 88, it should be B, yes. This is 92 or 93, it should be A. Thank you so much. Just to show you the program again, we will ask user, we need to declare the N variable, number of subjects, the I, which is a counter, the range, represent the range, and float, which is a grade. Ask user to enter the grade, scan the entered value, while I less than or equal to N subjects, I currently is 1. Print the message, please enter the subject grade, scan it. Then if the grade greater than or equal 90, range equal 1, else F2, and so on. And finally, after finishing the if else, we know the range. Now we have to use switch. Why we didn't use switch at the beginning? Because the letter grade here is not certain value, not fixed value, it's a range. So we can't use switch statement directly, we can use if. Now anyone can ask why you want all of this program, long program. Let us use if at the beginning. Yes, we can use if, but this question designed to show you the difference between if and switch statement. At the end, it's up to you. Use any algorithm, any switch statement or if statement to solve the problem. It's up to you. But this is just to show you alternatives and the differences between if statement and switch statement.